Over $67,000 for this 2024 Wrangler, and I'm surprised it's not a 2023 because that's what I see every time I go to a Dodge Jeep and Ram dealership is 2023 still on the lot, and it's literally 2025 now. So it's a big issue for them, and guess what? It's been mistake after mistake that Stellantis has made with Dodge Jeep and Ram. They rose MSRPs, they got rid of V8s, they did everything you can imagine that you would not want to do with this brand. Look at this, 47,000, 2025. And this is, they did lower MSRPs, I think, a little bit. Will it do anything? Probably not much, but also dealerships are doing discounts as well now with rebates and stuff. I'm seeing $10,000 to $15,000 off Wranglers and Rubicons, and Ram pickups I've seen up to $30,000 off, but is it even enough? That's the thing. When they rose the MSRP on average 52%, yes, that's how much Stellantis rose on average. Let's see here what we're looking at. 51,000 for this one. Oh, can you guys see? But it's a 2025 model. So it does seem like if this was a 24 model, it would probably be 66,000 or 67,000. So at least they're lowering it a little bit, but I don't think it's enough in my opinion. But combined with the dealer discount, it might convince some people. But the problem is when you raise something 50% and now you're discounting it 30%, it's still just not enough. And so many people miss the Hemi. This inline turbo 6-cylinder, it might be reliable, but as of right now, it's been having a lot of issues. This Hurricane engine, let's look at this one, $65,000. Then look at that. I mean, the dealership adds $1,900 of BS. You know what I mean? In most situations, it's BS. It's overpriced for what you're getting. Even if they are adding something to the vehicle, like a lift or anything like that, they're just going to overcharge you for that product. So it doesn't make sense from a consumer to even go and buy that stuff. Yeah, here's another addendum sticker. So they'll discount a little bit, but then you still have to deal with the dealerships adding these add-ons. You know what I mean? I mean, what's this one? $1,200 in add-ons makes this $74,000 for an inline six pickup truck. $1,500, not a $2,500. This is a $1,500. So yeah, and the quality is at its lowest. Everybody knows Dodge Jeep and Ram has been having a rough many years, and the quality coming out of its factories is lower than ever. They're having a lot of issues. They're even competing with Ford to be the recall king. So that shows you. And Ford has always been the recall king. So for Stellantis to even touch there, but if you get this Wagoneer, or especially a Grand Wagoneer, you're going to take it into service. Guaranteed 100%. Something will go wrong. Unfortunately, but it's just a fact because there's so many electronics. 2024, it's probably been here quite some time. $72,000 if you guys can see. But this is just a Wagoneer. The Grand Wagoneers are the ones that literally cost $150,000, almost $200,000. And it's like, it's a Jeep. It doesn't even make sense. They completely lost their minds on their clientele. Now, one thing that they have that is good is these 2500s and 3500s. These things will continue to sell if they keep them how they are. If they start messing with them and make some hybrid something that people don't want at all, it's going to really slow down their sales. So they just need to leave these how they are because people like them. They love the diesel. They love the gas option. They're willing to pay for it. And generally, these are cheaper than 1500s, and they hold their value way better. This is a diesel, so it's going to be a little bit up there. But yeah, look at that, 83,000. This is a nice one too, but it's like you walk up to a 1500 Laramie, it's the same price. But this is a 2500 diesel that's gonna hold its value much better, much better. But even these got an increase in price. So everything here is so much more expensive than what it was, but now finally Stellantis is coming around, lowering MSRPs, increasing rebates, but you still have to deal with dealerships adding $2,000 markups on all that, you still have to deal with stuff. But as a smart consumer, can you get a discount? Of course you can on these Ram pickups. Of course, on anything on this lot, but I just don't know if it's enough. For me, it's not, because I just don't like the product enough. But if you don't mind it not having a V8 anymore, it's just crazy in a full-size pickup when your competitors like Ford and General Motors both still offer V8s, but not Ram. So a lot of issues going on here. It's going to be a rough year, 2025, for Stellantis overall, but it's kind of the year that they can make up. They made a huge mistake over the last few years. Now it's their time to kind of say, hey, we made a mistake. We're lowering MSRPs. We're changing the way we do things. I mean, look at this, 73,000. If you guys can even see. Ooh, let me back up. $73,000. There we go. I mean, you know, that was a Laramie over there. This is a Laramie here. 10 grand difference. But if you get a gas 2,500, it's probably the same cost as a gas 1,500 with the same trim level. So it just doesn't make sense. And when it comes to holding its value, this thing is going to drop like a rock. But I guarantee you, you can get, at the right dealership, you can get $20,000 off this truck. Is that enough? In my opinion, it's not. You need even $30,000 because these things are just so overpriced, and the quality and the reliability and then the depreciation, it's going to hit hard for Ram and Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, the whole brand in general. It's going to hit hard, and it's already hit hard on these Gladiators, and I feel sorry for all the people who paid these crazy prices over the last few years, and for people who got taken advantage of with markups and stuff. It even hits harder for them because they paid the higher prices. But we'll see what happens. Let's check out this one before we go. Let me know what you think about these prices. They're still 2024. They need to be right here. But with discounts, you can probably get there. But yeah, $62,000 for this one. And you'll even go up to a Sport, you know, a Sport Jeep, and it'll be 55 grand. So everything's overpriced here still. Let me know what you think. We haven't even got to those Hornets, but you know how bad those things are. Let me know what you think. Have a great day and stay blessed.